Good evening from Wakkanai, Japan, the northernmost city in Japan. It is winter time. It's a Friday evening about 7 p.m. and I'm going to go look for dinner before doing some other stuff around here in and around Wakkanai. I'm exploring the northernmost city in Japan, Wakkanai, in the middle of winter. First I have to figure out what to eat for dinner and figure out why the streets are so barren on a Friday night. I mean, this is a city. This is as central as it gets in Wakkanai. I guess there's just not much to do here but stay inside and enjoy a hot Japanese bath. The next day I wander through some dramatic and worsening weather to see one of Hokkaido's most awe-inspiring structures as I hunt for the remnants of a truly mysterious train station from Wakkanai's past. Plus I start to wonder if both the local transportation and my health, getting kind of worn out, are going to hold up enough to prevent me from getting stranded here at the distant and unforgiving northern end of Japan. I just arrived a couple hours ago and I'm already impressed with the feel of this town. I mean, it's Friday night and this is like right downtown. This is like in the middle of town and there are almost no cars. I can stand in the middle of the snowy road and not worry. But a taxi's coming, so I'm gonna get out of the way. This has to be one of the most unusual places in Japan, just for its geography alone. I don't quite know what this means, but most of the cars I've seen that are driving around are taxis. There seem to be plenty of places to eat here. Almost no people. Ooh, ramen. I chose this place because it seemed a little more gritty and small and home, down home feel and stuff. And it is. I think I chose very well. I ordered the pork miso ramen. Perfect for an Arctic Japanese night. And it was good, but you know, you gotta go for round two. Gyoza. Hot. All right. Oh, my belly is full. My blood is warm. My soul is happy. My hands and my head are cold because I forgot to put my hat and gloves on. I forgot I was in the end of the world where it's snowing. Tomorrow I'm gonna go explore a little bit of this town and hopefully, if it works out, something outside this town. Something that really is a lifelong dream of mine that I never even thought I would really have the opportunity to do. But here I am, so I'm gonna try. Had to go to the store for breakfast tomorrow because I didn't buy the breakfast at Dormy Inn. Anyway, I'm going back again. I'm going back to the hotel, but the station is here. This is as central as it gets in Wakkanai. I'm standing in the middle of the street. This town, I can already tell, has this great, just end of the world border town, but there's nothing on the other side, kind of extreme place for extreme people vibe, like remote place for remote people. But it's jumping and it's got a culture and it's got a vibe. Oh, Wakkanai is amazing. I've got to tell you about the thing that just happened in the hot bath upstairs, top floor of this building. The top is just open and snowflakes were falling into the thing. So you can see millions and millions and millions of snowflakes. And they were all swirling around. You can see like different layers of them. I'd never seen anything like it before. I never stared up into a well-lit snowstorm. And I don't mean to be overly dramatic about it, but it really was like watching the first second of the Big Bang in slow motion. It was like watching stars. Wow, 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 wow. So I've got a big day tomorrow. I'm going to see some stuff here in Wakkanai early tomorrow, so I got to get some sleep, so good night. Good morning. It is morning time here. It's 8:30 a.m. in Whakanae. It's minus 5 degrees Celsius, which is 23 Fahrenheit. It's going to be that all day, pretty much, according to the weather forecast. And I'm going to the station. I want to take a train, but I've noticed this morning that lots of trains are canceled today. Canceled or delayed, mostly canceled. So I have to go to the station, figure out all of this, and then I should have a little bit of time to wander around Whakanae. This is my first look at Whakanae in the daytime, by the way, and even more, well, pretty and stunning and crazy in a different way. Well, here's the station. It does not seem like there's much activity here. すいません。札幌まで電車は大丈夫ですか？
今のところは大丈夫です。
はい。
ただこれからの天気次第で、はい。
はい。Okay. For now, I've got a little free time. Got about an hour till that bus leaves. So I'm going to walk around Whakanae a little bit. And there's a very strange thing up here that I want to see first. And the weather keeps changing every 5 minutes. It goes from sunny to cloudy to snowy to not snowing, which is probably pretty normal here. Some facts about Whakanae. It's the 22nd biggest city in Hokkaido. 33,000 people live here about. It was actually established in 1685 as the Soya settlement for trade with the indigenous Ainu people. And then it was made a village, the village of Whakanae, in 1879. And became a full-fledged city in 1949. And Whakanae is too far north for it to have been bombed in World War II, because the US military had all their bases doing their bombing runs from Pacific Islands, and they couldn't reach this far north. So I'm glad something was spared here. It has a sister port. Not a sister city of Anchorage, Alaska, but the port of Alaska is the sister port of Whakanae Port. Whakanae has two mascots. Rinzo-kun is a descendant of an actual person named Rinzo, who was a Japanese guy who explored the Strait of Tartary on Sakhalin Island, between Sakhalin Island and Siberia, when people were figuring out that Sakhalin was an island, not part of the mainland. And the other mascot is Dashinosuke, his assistant, who is a seal, and his flippers and his tail are kelp. So this is what I wanted to see today. This huge breakwater. It's one of the main symbols of Whakanae, is this huge, long, concrete breakwater to protect the port and the city from storm surges. It was completed in 1936. It's considered just a striking architectural achievement. I hope these people know what they're doing on the ice. Going around these curves with me walking on the side of the road. Wow. Whew. Well, there it is. Wow, this is bizarre. From 1938 until 1945, there was a train station in here, inside this thing. And at the end of World War II, when Japan had to give up their bottom half of Sakhalin Island, there was no need to have quite the infrastructure, so they discontinued the station here. Let them take their photos. This is not a waterproof camera. I hope it's okay. Hey, some stuff about the railway that came here. Whew. Remnants of when this was a station. There are ferries that go to these two islands near here, but today there was a sign on my hotel's front desk said both ferries are canceled. And I asked why, and they said because of high winds. Which kind of calls my bus into question, doesn't it? With this kind of weather, I'm not so sure that the bus is going to happen today. I may not make it to the Cape. The other thing that could happen is we get out to the Cape and then we can't return. Now look at that. I don't know if you can see it in this video. Right ahead, there is a bus. It's a city bus, I think. So if buses, well, buses are like trains and ferries. They can handle the weather until they can't, I guess. But that one's going all right. I'm getting kind of worn out. It's been a very, very busy few days. I think my voice sounds a little strange today. I'm going to go back and kind of relax in the train station. I'll talk about the bus to Cape Soya, Japan's true northern point, in the next video because it's a whole other incredible story in and of itself. You can watch an extended version of this video on my Patreon page. Thanks to the Patreon supporters who help make my videos possible, and who, for $1 a month, can watch videos at least a week before they're public on YouTube, and also get exclusive bonus material from my travels. Special thanks to Calvin Ferreira, David Richley, Jacob Fatz, Lever Wong, Michael Fedor, Nathaniel Holland, Omeyer, Ray Nichols, Samantha, and Will Phillips. Also, thanks to subscribers to my free weekly email newsletter who get links to new videos a day before they're published, plus behind-the-scenes info. Links are in this video's description. And thanks for wandering around with me.